Hey team. I thought I'd do a bit of a update on what's happening at the gym. We're in stage 4 still in lockdown with the coronavirus in Victoria, and so I've been using the time to give the gym a bit of a spruce up. And it's been a while since I've shown you around and what we've got going on. So while Gem's taking a Waz, come on. So give you an update. All right, so in the waiting room at the moment. So we've painted the waiting room a fresh white, a builder's white, which I learnt the other day. So if you're ever going to paint your house or paint something white, don't just get the white can. Take it to the paint dudes and tell them you want a builder's white. That just gives you a couple of shades off 100% white, and it just spreads better, and there's less streaks and whatnot. So we did the waiting room a few days ago, white, and then yesterday we did the toilets. Toilets were very messy because so this building was, when it was built, it was just built terribly. This building's probably 30, 40 years old, and it was just a quick, just a real quick one put up. 3 of them all on the same block. There's 2 behind me, and they're all just built basically the same, but also built very poorly and really quickly. So when the room isn't a real clean design, it just makes painting so much harder. Anyway, so we did the one wall back here. That was always white, and we went through. So we did a gloss first, like a high gloss in a black, and it just looked really wet and terrible, and it showed a lot of the marks in the wall. So then we went. What did we do? We then went a flat black, like a matte, and why didn't we do that? Oh, and that marked terribly. So you could literally just rub your finger along the wall and you'd instantly see the marks. So that was terrible. So we did 2 coats of the high gloss, 2 coats of the matte. So we were on 4 coats already. Actually, no, sorry, it's 3 coats on the high gloss. And then finally went to a low sheen. So the sheen just allows it, if you touch or anything, there's no marks or anything. So behind that's the TV. So yeah, that wall looks really Mickey Mouse. Basically, we've been doing just a lot of painting. So how it all started really is it all just started with, we're just going to paint one wall. I'm not joking, just one wall. So we painted that wall, maybe a year or 2 ago. And then this wall here didn't match that wall. So we were like, all right, well, let's just paint this wall. So we painted this wall, which was a little bit of a job in itself. As you can see, there's the extra pillar there sticking out from the wall. It was just a bit of a pain. There's the pipe running up above. We've got the TV there. We've just got a lot of shit that's in the way, all the bars and everything. So that's where it started. All started from, a few weeks ago, months ago actually. Started with just painting this one wall, and then eventually it turned right. Hey, why don't we just paint this as well? So this brick down here, that was black, and it stopped there. And then above, that was all white. So all that you see there is white. The roller door, that was like whatever it comes in, so like a steel, basically like a metal, look, that silver metal look. Let's just paint the whole thing black. So now we just still got to change that blind there, but now the whole wall there is black, which is it just looks so much better. So that was part 2. Then part 3 was, maybe we should paint this wall here as well. So this was a white, a really faded white, and it just desperately needed to be painted white. But then we're like, maybe we should do, I've seen a few other gyms that have had chalkboard paint, and they had their clients and customers and members sign the wall. And over time, when it accumulates a lot of signatures and all different colored signatures, almost kind of like what I've got here with my lockers. So that's chalkboard paint here, and that's just a marker. And yeah, over time, it just looks really good. So I was like, all right, well, let's do that. Let's paint this back wall here. Let's do it a chalkboard. So once again, we've got the chalkboard painted it, 2 coats, 3 coats maybe. And then once we started touching it, it just shows marks really, really, really bad. And I was like, oh, this is gonna piss me off. So we then did, once again, we did low sheen. So we went low sheen. Here, by the way, we learned this, which I can't remember which one we did. I think we did both, because we had the chalkboard paint out. That's right, we had the chalkboard paint out. So let's do this wall and that wall I showed you with the TV in the waiting room. Let's do them both at the same time. And then we discovered that it was no good. It just scuffs really, really easily. So now this wall here's a low sheen black, and I'm still debating, because I actually really like it just nice and black. I'm still debating as to whether we'll get clients to sign the board or not. Not sure, I'm still just debating. What's coming next, or what I've just recently done, is I put some skirting here. There was never skirting here, it was just plain wall there. So I put some skirting there. We kept, because there was already skirting on this window, and it was white. We thought, let's keep it white, makes it pop a little bit, looks good. And then we've got up there, the skirting to finish off. So I've got new skirting coming, because see, as you can see, I've ripped just up there, I've ripped it off because it's got this, I don't know if you can see, but basically it's not square, it's got a bit of a groove, and it's really hard to match it up in the corners. So we've got a corner here, and it doesn't match up right. So I thought, fuck it, let's just pull it all off, and let's just put a square skirting on, which is basically what we've got here, what we're painting. So it's square, so then we can just match up the corners. So what's next? Today we got to paint the floors in the toilets, because there's white all over it. So that's going like a dark gray. And then once that is painted, then we're going to take all this shit, like all the couches, what else we got? Like the mirrors and like, we're gonna put everything, the flooring, gonna pull the flooring, the carpet, everything back in, and make this room a little bit prettier again, because we're pretty much done with the painting, which is good. What else we're doing? Oh, we did the doors. So we did the sliding doors here. What else coming? So next thing, probably the thing I think will make the biggest difference that I've done. By the way, I've been here for 10 years, so like the place was in desperate need of a spruce up. But I've always had, as you can see above that room there, there's that gap. So that's just storage up there. So we've got, just all sorts of shit up there. And it just looks really ugly, right? You can clearly see, like when I'm doing videos, you can see, even clients when we're training, you can just see, it just looks yuck. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a bunch of curtains all running along. So it's gonna run, and it's going to just line up with the roof where it starts. And then we're gonna put an LED strip running all the way along top of the roof that's gonna shine up onto the curtains. That's gonna look really, really, really cool. I reckon that's gonna make the biggest difference, because it's going to just finish off, it's gonna be like almost a wall, but a curtain, but it's going to just look so much better. As you can see, like above there, you can see the blue bin, and you can see like some of my folders, and there's like extension leads up there. Like it's just all just stuff. And that'll make, personally, I think that'll make the biggest difference. Like if we did absolutely nothing, we just did that, I reckon that would make the biggest difference. But that's what we've been doing so far. So there's still a few more things to do. I'd say we're about 70% of the way done. At least most of the painting. We actually are gonna do more painting on the outside. So we're gonna redo the painting on the outside of the gym. Needs a new black. It's quite sort of faded and a little bit dirty, so new black on that. And we're gonna put a LED strip running outside underneath the roller door on the outside. It's gonna shine down onto the roller door. That'll look pretty Mickey Mouse too, I think. Oh, and we're replacing these skylights. So you can't really tell, but they're very dirty, extremely dirty. They're super old. One's got a bit of a crack in it, so it leaks. They're basically yellow. And as you can see, like, that's yellow. I know you probably think that's just the light, but that's actual yellow. And we've got new ones here. You see how they're crystal clear. So getting 3 of them installed, and that'll be awesome. That'll just make so much difference as well with the light itself, because I said they're just so dirty and so yellow. It's just cringy, and also it doesn't bring in a lot of great natural light. So they will just make a massive difference in making the roof look cleaner and bringing much more natural light. So yeah, that's what we've been doing. And that's where we're up to so far. So still a few more things to go. There's a couple more things still coming from Bunnings with delivery, and then yeah. So that's what I've been doing in stage 4, and that's the update on the gym. And I will give you an update soon once we're done. Hopefully by the end of the week, I would say. Today's Thursday, so probably by Sunday I reckon we could be done, provided everything rocks up in time. But yeah, that's what's going on. Any questions, just ask. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you soon.